Hello, super quick unboxing. This is for the AORUS B650 Elite AX version 2 gaming motherboard. It's AMD socket AM5. It is Gigabyte. They've just dropped the Gigabyte bit because they're focusing on the AORUS bit of things, which obviously is the funky side of their product line. So we'll just have a quick look at the back of it so you can see what's going on with that. It's quite understated. There's a picture of the motherboard and a few other little bits and bobs. There's a couple of QR codes. If I hold that up to the screen, well, to the camera there, you can probably beat that with your phone and look at the website while you're watching this. Yeah, so let's get it open and have a look. It's not sealed. You can always tell a high-end motherboard because they don't bother sealing anything. The Asus ones, for example, don't even come with anti-static bags because that's how hard they are. So we'll get the actual board out and we'll just put it to one side over here because we're going to look at the accessories first. So I'll take this main bit of card out and we'll see what's underneath it. And there are a couple of SATA cables, just two. One's right angled in there. I think two SATA cables is fairly standard now. Before M.2s came along, you could get, you know, with the higher end motherboards, you got enough SATA cables to populate all the SATA ports usually, so you could have 8 cables sometimes. There's a multilingual installation guide. Now these tend to be just, you know, non-motherboard specific, so you just chuck it in and it says put the CPU in the rather obvious CPU slot and things like that. So I don't, do they need to bother with that these days? I'm not going to tell Gigabyte what to do because they're much more important than I am, but I question the validity of that. Either put a proper manual in that's dedicated to the motherboard, or don't bother. This is, I'm not even sure what this is. This is about the wireless on it, because you've got to have regulatory compliance with emissions and things. It's quite strict about that. So that's obviously saying, yeah, we do all that. We obey all those things. There is a little thing about when you put the CPU in. So yeah, there's a lot of QR codes on there for how to put the drivers on, all this kind of things. So yeah, again, how useful is that? I don't know. There's a thing here. This is the motherboard connectors for the power and the LEDs, and it's a little block, so you plug the things in and then that helps you connect it up. Asus do a similar thing, but they call it, Gigabyte call it a G connector. So you get one of those with it, and then because it's got built-in Wi-Fi, you get an aerial with it. It's not particularly exciting aerial, but it is a single one. Sometimes you get two, but you get a single one with this. It's got two connectors on it, but the actual aerial itself is one solid thing rather than having two aerials. So you get an aerial with it. Let's have a look at the main motherboard now and see what that's going to look like. It's got a bit of weight to it. Is it sealed? Yes, it is. So we'll just flip it over and cut that seal. I prefer to cut it rather than try and tear it, because they don't tear very well and you end up ripping the bag. I really need to get this knife sharpened. It's not the best. It's quite frustratingly blunt at the moment, so I'll deal with that another time there. I'm not going to stop the video to sharpen my knife, that'd be ridiculous. So let's get the motherboard out and have a good look at it. There it goes. So there it is. What's interesting is it hasn't got like LED bling all over it. I don't think it has any onboard LEDs. That's a solid plate there. There's no transparency to it, and there's no transparency on that heatsink there. So my nail's leaving a mark on it, so I'll just give that a rub. So it's I think it's metal, but there's a M.2 cover, which is a little heatsink as well. And I think there's M.2s under there too. And then you've got the main PCI Express, and you've got a couple of other ones there. Batteries in the corner. It's nice having the battery in the corner, because that means when the graphics card on, if the battery goes, which it will do at some point in the future, you don't have to take the graphics card out to get at it. So having that available is kind of handy. There's 4 RAM slots. There's USB Gen 2 and USB 3 down the corner there. I don't know how well you can see that, but I'll just bring it round. 4 SATA, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you've got 4. It's got reset actual switch on there as well. You've got CPU optional, which usually that's where you normally connect the pump, because you have the pump running at a standard speed, and then you speed up and slow down the fans. It's still got the mounts on there. I mean, it's quite blingy, but it's not as blingy as, you know, some of the other ones are. And if I spin it round this way, you'll see the actual I/O at the back. So there's your aerial sockets for the Wi-Fi, and then you've got 4 USB slots there, and you've got a USB 3.2 as a normal USB port, and a Type C as well, and then 4 USB 3.2s next to that, and then you've also got the red ones. That's presumably how you can upgrade the BIOS, and there's also a 2.5 gigabit network port on there as well, and you've got DisplayPort, and you've got HDMI if you've got a graphics card that's built into your CPU. So you don't get a colossal amount of stuff with it, but I think that's probably a good thing, because you're paying for the motherboard and not the accessories. Anyway, if you found this useful, then give it a like, that'd be helpful. If you've got any questions about it, this is going in a build that I'm doing for someone, so there will be more. You'll see this again in a future video. But if you do have any questions, just do a comment. I reply to all my comments, and liking and subscribing is appreciated too. And as ever, thank you for watching. Hello. So I'm just adding this little bit to the end. I mentioned in the video that I didn't think there's any LEDs on it, but there are. They're right there. I'm just pointing at them now. And if you have a little bit of a close-up, see, they're actually quite small. I'll freeze the frame now, and you can see just under that heatsink there are some lights. Those are the only lights on it. So yeah, quite subtle. Here it is in the main build. There's loads of lights everywhere. Yeah, so any questions, stick them in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.